Hi there, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be discussing about AWS LEX and I'll be creating a custom chatbot and how we can integrate with our own website. So all those things I'm going to show you and what are the different options when creating a bot and how we can use the existing stack in order to deploy the web UI of the chatbot and how we can integrate to our existing website. So all those things I'm going to show you in this video. So before we proceed, just a quick overview of the AWS LEX. So as I mentioned you, we are covering under language AI. So Amazon Lex, so transcribe and poly, I have already done it before. So how we can create our chatbots and virtual agents. So in this Lex, I'm going to cover. So before starting, you can see over here, so it is a conversational AI for self-service bots. So it's very easy. We can use the voice, we can use the text, and also we can add some natural language chatbot to our applications. So basically, the rough idea is like how we can script the conversation, plan that conversation, and then refine those conversation. So basically, these are the most important parts while designing a bot. What is the intent? Like you want to book a trip, you want to order some food, you want to book an appointment. These are the intent. And we have some utterances like what are the words spoken or type or some phrases by the user. And then we can have slots in order to take the input from the user. And we can also have some prompts like ask the user to input some data. And in the last, we have the fulfillment. So I'll be showing you like how we can create this. I will not be using the normal editor. I'll be using a visual editor. It's quite easy and handy to use it. So I'll show you that how we can use a visual editor. So we can use a existing template while creating a bot, then we can test and we need to deploy to the production in order to utilize it like in our website or wherever you want to deploy. So the benefits and features, like it is quite easy to use and it is just a one-click deployment. We need not to worry about like the stack, what are things, and even more, we have the integration with the services like chat services like Facebook Messenger, Slack, Twilio's SMS. So this is quite interesting. You can do it yourself once you have your chatbot, and this integration is quite simple and straightforward. So, but how we can have it in our like own website, that is a little bit interesting. Then we can have a like AWS integration with the Lambda also, and it is cost effective. So there are various use cases. So there are various use cases for the like virtual agents and conversational interactive voice responses that we can have. We can have some question and answer boards, some informational boards, application boards, and different kind of productivity boards we can have it. So these are the options that we can have it with the AWS Lex. So let's proceed with the board. Now, if you go to the boards, I've already created a board over here. I will come back to this one, but let's create a new board over here. So you can see we have four options over here while creating a bot. Descriptive bot builder, generative AI. So this option you can only use when you're having an Amazon Bedrock setup and when you have this Anthropic V2 model. So then only we can utilize it. But the problem is that once you click on that, it will tell you the use case. You have to enter the use case. You need to submit your request. Then Amazon will approve. It needs some organization details and all that you need to provide. Then only they will give you the access to this model. So, and good thing about this descriptive board builder is that you just need to mention the use case, like over here. You just need to mention what kind of boat you want it. So once you mention all those things, like what kind of functionality and all, so it will automatically generate the indent utterances, then fulfillments, like slots, everything will be created automatically. So the next option is like a create a blank bot. So this is what we are going to do, and start with some example in which the pre-configured languages are there. Like they can choose multiple languages, but in this one only we have the English language over here. So next one, start with the transcript. Now you can have a JSON file. If I choose this one, you need to provide a JSON format file in the S3 bucket, like basically a transcript in the JSON format. You can just check the sample. It is provided for this option. So it will show you like how we have to provide. So I'm not going up with this. There's three options. I will just click on this create a blank boat. So you can put a boat name, let's say boat video, anything you can, demo. You can put over here description and make sure you create a role over here, or you can use existing role. I'm already having this role, or you can use create a new role. For the first time users, they have to create a role with basic Amazon Lex permissions, and you have to use this yes. And then idle sessions, nothing need to be changed, just click next. So once you click next, so you can choose the language over here. So I'm keeping it English. And you can see over here, the voice interaction is also there. So whenever bot will be deployed, so you can have a mic and you can interact with the bot, and like a voice sample is given. So this is the Daniel. So this is basically text to speech. Again, the poly is coming in. So then you can click done. So once this bot is being created, let's create it over here, done. Okay, so the very first thing you will see, we have added indent to your get started. So this is the new indent. You can just rename this one if you want, as you wish. So this is just the new indent. You can just change the indent name, like let's say booking, something like that. And you can just give some description, and it will like generation and all indent generation. You can have it, and you can just choose over here input context tags and all. Now again over here, the sample utterances. Again, if you click on this generate, it won't work. It needs Amazon Bedrock. So it's quite handy. You can create all those things. So you can see we don't have anything over here. Let's save this indent, and that's we can see the booking indent is here. Now we can go to the visual editor. This one is quite interesting over here. So you can click on the visual editor. So you can see by default a fallback intent is being created, means in case of failure and all, what you want to showcase. So I'm just going to the booking indent over here. We'll just go to the visual editor and leave. Okay. So you can see over here, this is your starting slot. So if you click on the small icon over here, you can see indent name booking and include some initial response if you want, like welcome, something like this. Then you can choose your input context and all. You can add some sample utterances and all. You can again see there is a generate option. So you can like have it, I want to book flight or something like that. So you can save this one. Okay, so here the next thing that we have over here, like get slot value over here. So we can put some slot name, let's say book ticket, something like that. Don't put any space and all. So, and we can mention over here what kind of slot it is, like a numeric, or let's say it's an alphanumeric. User can enter anything, whatever they want. Like for the input from the user, slot prompt, enter country. This is a slot prompt. And then you can save this indent, and you can see this requires this. Click over here and you can just drag it. Okay. Let me click outside, and you can just keep it over here. End conversation also. In order to end the conversation, then you can just there is some it's not selecting. Let me refresh the page. I think some issues is there. Okay. So you can have it over here, and then you can just basically a small drag will come. Let me save this one. I don't know why it is not. There is some lag is there. Okay, it's not even selecting. Okay, so here I'm going to add over here. Welcome to book flight, something chatbot. Then I will try to save. It's giving me error. So I will just connect from here to here. I was not able to drag it. Actually, I was dragging from here. Okay, this is how you can drag it. So this is the get slot value. So you can add over here the slot name, flight, city, something like that, and you can slot type name, alphanumeric, or you can have it a city, country, whatever you want it. And you can add some slot prompts over here. Enter city name. And then you can save the indent. Now you can have over here end conversation, and you can say that once it is success, and you can have something. And in case of failure, we can just then also we can end it. Just a sample example. You can have some closing response also. You can have a code hook if you're having some Lambda function. You can have a condition. You can also wait for the user input and go to the indent. So you can also mention that. So it will basically go to that indent rather than you can see. So I can just join this one. So basically you can join this one over here. I will just undo this one. You can just go to this one, edit, and you can check over here the success response and failure response, error response basically. You can just drag this one also. So basically you can choose an indent to which you want to go to, like booking indent. So once the failure is there, it will automatically go to the booking indent. So you can just drag it over here. So you need to remove this and then you can add it over here. So this is how we can create our own bot. Then you can just save it. So you can then build it. And once it is being built successfully, you can test it over here. Okay, so okay. So I didn't select okay. It will take some time to build. Okay, so it has been successfully built. Now test. So you can check over here. Hi, let's write something. Let's say flight. So enter city name. Okay, so this is how you can have your own chat. So you need to create that multiple scenarios, you know. So once this one is built successfully, so you need to go to your boat over here. You can see over here, these are the boats over here. So these are the related resources. And I'll just go back to the Lex. Let me go back to the boats. Here, once you choose this one, your boat, so you can see we are here, boat version, draft version. So basically, it will be initially in the draft version, then we have the indent, the slot type, then we have to create an alias for this. So once we finish up with this, we need to create alias over here with some name and then we can finish it off. So this is basically in the production. For testing and all, you can create the draft version and you can utilize your sample boat, but you cannot integrate with anywhere. So in order to integrate, you can see either in your application, if you are using your existing, there is one stack is there that we can run it and we can integrate with our own website. But if you want with some channel integrations, you can also click on this add channel. You can have Facebook, Slack, and also your bot will be integrated over there. So this is one thing. Now, let's go back to my aliases over here. Now, if you see over here, there are two things. Now, if you're using a V1 version, deployment is a little bit different. We are using a V2 version, a little bit different. In that case, we are using like a sample boat. It will be given some ID. This is the name of the sample boat, and this is the ID of the boat. And in the aliases over here, you can see over here, we have over here my sample boat, and we have the version one, and this is the ID. So these two IDs we need to provide while creating the stack. So I will just show you this. I'll share this link with you. Deploy a web UI. So basically, there is a web UI for this Amazon Lex. So make it sure in which region you're creating a chatbot. So you deploy the same stack. So what this stack is basically going to do. So if you see over here, it will provide you the whole CloudFront also, web UI artifacts also. It can provide you temporary credentials, token authentication using the Cognito, Amazon Cognito, then permissions, and we can authorize this thing. So these things all are included in the web UI. So what are the things need to be taken care of? But before that, we need to launch this stack. After that, we need to provide few details that I'll share with you. So let's launch this stack. And then what are the things that we need to take care of? I'll show it to you. So I'll share the link. So I'm just going to launch this stack. So you can see it's a cloud formation. It gives you the description. If you want to see the description, you can just go to this template description. This is the template URL given over here in which all the details are given. What are the resources it's going to spin up and how it is going to work. So this is the name of the stack, Lex Web UI. And you can see over here, clean up buckets true. Only changes that we have to do over here. Don't do anything in the Lex V1 board. So we are going to do in the V2 configuration. So we have to enter the boat ID over here. So I'll just go to this, my sample boat. So this is the boat ID I need to copy and paste it over here. And the next one is the alias ID that I need to copy, my sample boat. So I'll be copying this. Make it sure you don't make mistake in copying these IDs. And then ENUS Web UI true. So sign up domain. So these things, let it be the same. Upload bucket documents if you want. If you want to enable this cognitor, you can enable it. I'm not enabling it. So let it be there. Now this is web parent origin. So I will just open my website. Okay. Let me open this page. So I will just provide this thing. We will go to, okay, web parent origin, then the first page or the pages in which you want to show the boat. I'm just putting index. And this is the starting, help me ordering some food, buy food, something like that. And buy food. This is the V1 by default. If you don't provide, if your V2 configuration is not correct, it will just run the V1, a default template using this flowers boat that is by default over here. So if you want some initial utterances, thumbs up, thumbs down, we don't want anything to be added over here. We don't want any changes to be in the WAF and all. So here's the title, order food. We can add some title logo, boat avatar image if you have. You can enter all those details over here, connect live and all. Okay, these are all the options. So here we go. I acknowledge and I acknowledge. So it will create a stack. So we need to wait for at least 5 minutes. Once this stack is being deployed, so we can utilize the snippet URL we will include in our HTML page in the script. So we will see then how we can have our chatbot ready in our website. So we'll just wait for a few minutes. So you can see over here the stack has been creation complete. So in the outputs, you can see over here we have few things that need to be taken care. So this is the loader script, and this is a snippet URL that we need to integrate with our website. So once I click on this, you can see I need to copy this one. And you can also check the web UI loader config.json. You can see over here the region, then we have the boat name, ID, and by default values, whatever we have set it. So it is correct. So let's move ahead. So I will just go to let me check over here, comprehend. So this is my index page. So I will just change this one. And let me change the script over here. I will show you some more things over here. Let me paste this one and then press enter, save it. So this file, actually I have hosted my website in S3 bucket. So we will go to our S3 bucket. Here, and I will just upload the file, add files. Index. So we can just click upload. Now this file has been uploaded, but I think I need to go to the, the chatbot will not be reflected on my website because I need to invalidate the CloudFront cache. So I will just go to the CloudFront. Click on that. In the meantime, if you see over here, if I go back and if I click on this, so you can see it's creating the whole thing, code build, your pipelines and all. And if you see over here, it creates a separate web app domain name. So if oops, I clicked on the wrong one. There was HTML also there. Let me click it back on the other one. So this is a standalone, that is the from the CloudFront. Let me check whether it loads or not. Okay, so you can see over here. So this is your chatbot. Let's say hi. Oh, so it's not okay. Food. Okay. Chinese. Let's say 90. So this is how you can have your chatbot like a standalone. But as I have integrated with my website, I put the existing script. So I will just go to this one. So this is for my website. So I'm just invalidating the content such that new changes are reflected. Okay, so it's in progress. Once this one is finished, then we will refresh our web application. So we can just refresh and check. Okay, it has been completed. It should load our chatbot. Let me just check inspect over here. So you can check in the console. Something is happening. You can see successfully initiate Lex Web UI version. So we will check over here. Okay, so this is our chatbot being integrated. So you can use the mic and all if you want. And you can send a voice.
Say buy food to get started.
Buy food. I think I need to use the mic. Anyway, so we can just continue with our text and we can just test it. So this is how you can integrate a chatbot with your website. So it is very easy trying to create a sample one, but you need to create the different scenarios, different conditions. You need to create the utterances. You need to create the slots, and then only you can have a good chatbot. But if you're using a Bedrock generating one, it will generate all the possible scenarios, all the possible utterances and all. So it is very, very easy. But the thing is that from your organization, you have to request it. You need to provide various details and all. So then only they will approve. So you can get the consent from your organization and you can try this with the Bedrock. So it's very, very cool. Okay, so another thing, so once the stack is being done, you can just go back to your stack. So you can just choose the last one, the master one over here, the root one, and then you can just click on the delete. So don't forget to delete, otherwise it will like a huge bill will be generated because it is having this identity pool, code will deploy, everything is creating, it's creating the bucket, it's keeping the code for individually for the web UI that is being Lex Web UI is being created. So you can have a standalone also, you can have it integrated with your website, you can have it integrated with your social media channels like integration with Facebook, Messenger and all, you can have it. So do give a try to it. Please do let me know if any challenge is being faced. I will try to resolve it. So I hope you like this video. So please do like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.